Welcome. Hashtag THEVERSASHOW is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show.
Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening? And welcome to another spectacular edition here on hashtag TheVersasShow. And of course, I am your host, the one that you have voted, the GOAT, the Versa. And you guys make sure that you do these three things. You make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Oh man, listen, so first of all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody missed me. And listen, first of all, let me just apologize first and foremost, because I know I'm looking all raggedy right now, but that is because where we at? We on Monday right now. So pretty much I'm having a photo shoot done on next Monday. Shout out to my man Mike Hansman, man. Yo, that's the guy right there. Shout out to Mike Hansman. I owe you, Mike. You're the man, and thank you so much once again. I told him in person, but I want to tell him here on hashtag TheVersasShow. Thank you again, Mike Hansman, man, for giving me the opportunity on showing my characteristics and also my creativity, and also sharing all these creative artworks on Instagram and whatnot. And shout out to the photographers at the SVA school too in Manhattan. So thank you so much, Mike, man. Really thank you very, very, very much. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here on hashtag TheVersasShow, I guess we got a nice, beautiful, amazing show. Because, when you have the Versa here, I cannot let you guys down, because you guys are here spending some time with me, and I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, really. So, listen, let's get into some few topics here. On hashtag TheVersasShow, I had a conversation with somebody, right? And when I said on hashtag TheVersasShow, what I mean by that is that here, when we have topics and conversations here on hashtag TheVersasShow, right? For instance, okay, let's get into some vibe talk, okay? We're gonna get into some few vibe talks, okay? Now, look, I talked to a homie of mine, right? And he asked me, he was like, that's great that I have a podcast and stuff, but my whole thing is, what's up with this whole jealousy thing, Oh, well, I see you got low subscribers. I see that, you have thousands of views, but you don't have like 10,000 or 11,000. So what? Like, I have a podcast. I invested my money into something that I love to do. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There is times that I might take a break, but when I do take a break, that is just me rejuvenating, man. I'm just trying to rejuvenate things. Trying to get my thoughts together, trying to get things together financially and stuff. The same way that I preach on this podcast, the same way I do to myself, financially, mindset, the whole nine. Feel me? So I don't know what's going on with all these people with this whole jealousy thing, but got cut with the jealousy. You feel me? Just gotta be happy for the person that is coming up with success, or at least that person is trying to create something to be successful. The whole main thing to me is this, and I said this numerous of times on this podcast, okay, is legacy. Legacy is very, very, very important when it comes to your lifestyle, okay? To me, I feel like it's very important when it comes to your lifestyle, because you want to talk about, or versus you want people to talk about the path that you had left on this earth. So, like, for instance, like this podcast, for instance, I told that homie straight up. Listen, my soul might leave this earth, but man, I'm going to stay forever. Because as long as you keep clicking on these episodes or my video projects, my photography photos that I be taking, then I'm around. And I will forever be around too. So, and it's all about legacy. Building up your legacy is highly important, you know, especially when it comes to the new age, the new generation. Like, I be saying it, you gotta leave stuff behind for them. You know, I mean, look, LeBron James is dope that he has Bronny up in Los Angeles, but look how dope is that? It's like he has a son in the NBA. I was watching because, you know, I'm a big wrestling fan. And, you know, we might even have some wrestling talk later on, but I'm a big wrestling fan. And I was watching Ric Flair versus Goldust, and this was back in 2003. And I was like, whoa. And it took me back. I was like, yo, Ric Flair fought Dusty Rhodes, like in his prime. And it's amazing how Ric Flair is fighting Dustin Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes' son, in his prime. So I thought that was pretty dope. Like, man, like generations, man, it's like that's what it's all about, man, is legacy. And I mentioned the words of LeBron James. I mentioned the words of Dusty Rhodes. There's other people that I could also mention that left a legacy behind and for the children to talk about. Very important, highly important. You know, so any haters out there that want to hate on me because I have a podcast versus, oh, it look like you doing it in the house and all that, you know, and that's it, okay? And that's just how I feel, like it or not. But all in all, for that, you know, to all the ones that is trying to make their way from music, podcast, photography, DJing, videography, whatever, just keep going, keep showing up. Just keep showing up. They might get annoyed that, oh my God, here he is again. This guy, he's showing up again. Yeah, because you know why? Because you got a point to prove. And you got a big, huge statement. And that statement is that I'm here doing what I love to do. And I'm going to share it for the world. If not, keep it for yourself. Keep it for yourself and share it. And if the ones that you share your whole projects to, they don't like it, then, oh well, so what? Cool. Because there is somebody out there that will like the taste of your creativity. So never forget that. Anyway, again, here on this show, I'm not gonna hold you guys for a long time. You know, and I heard somebody that's like, a podcast is at least 45 to 50 minutes or to an hour. And my thing is like, look, it's wherever, however, whenever you want to do it, the time you want to do it. Because if it's your production, if it's your set, your channel, do what you got to do. You feel me? Because at least you love doing what you're doing. And that's the most important part. Just doing what you love to do. You know, let's get into some style talk. You feel me? I want to get into some style talk. You know, first and foremost, I started wearing shades, I say about like a year ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I've been started wearing shades. And, cause that was doing from photo shoots and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just got so hip to shades, these Versace shades, shout out to Versace. I saw these Gucci shades, man. Yo, these Gucci shades look dope. It has like the Gucci imprints inside the lens and stuff. These right here, these are the Biggie shades. So, and it's dope because, I wear them sometimes and I wore them outside. And, this young lady, cute girl, she was like, I dig them shades. And I was like, yeah. I was like, expensive shades, Versace. So she's like, yeah, I like them. She asked me like, how did I feel when I brought them? I was like, when I open up the case and, you open up, this here, like, case here, right? So, you open that up, and I was like, the first thing that played in my head was, Hypnotized by Biggie. That was the first song that played, was Hypnotized. Putting them on, man, I felt like, but these are dope. So, I got about 7 coming in soon. I have 3, got 7 coming in, and then I'm working on the 8th shade. So I like them to fly. You could wear like a plain t-shirt and, nice good fashion shorts. Of course you wear your J's or your Balenciagas or your Versace shoes, Gucci shoes, Louis shoes, however shoes. And you just throw on some nice good shades, some Gucci shades, Versace shades, Christian Dior shades. Those are the next shades I want to get to, those Christian Dior's. Oh man, those look flies too. Even the Louis Vuitton shades. I do this one shade, it has like the logo here, and then it has like a nice good strip here, and it has like a little, I don't know, like a front hut up there. You know what I'm saying? Those shades look fucking fantastic. Those dope. So I kind of like those shades. I don't know, but those like 5 chills. You know what I'm saying? 500 chills. So, but I could definitely get those for sure. Those are easy buy, but there's other shades, man, that even cologne too. I was searching up on cologne, men's perfume too. Men's perfume, they be smelling really sweet. You feel me? And really good, like, when you go out somewhere special and whatnot. So a nice good I was telling, my boy Rigo, Chico, get there, arrest that man. See, I fucked that up. So, but my boy Rigo was telling me, like, he wants to get this Dolce and Gabbana. So he wants to get Dolce and Gabbana. The One. It's called The One. So I'm like, yo, I might get that because it sounds like The One. Even with good citrus smells too, I'm not too big on the whole cinnamon smell. That's not really my thing. But you give me a nice good, oh okay, that's gonna gravitate her towards me type of smell. I'm all for it. Also, her Burberry too got a good fragrance. There was another one. I gotta check out on Christian Dior. Yeah, I gotta see if Christian Dior got a good fragrance too. Y'all comment on some good cologne fragrance, some man perfume, even some women perfume for the women on the show that's listening, that's watching. Put your comments down on the best fragrance out there, the best styles. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers buying some Jordans and these Balenciagas, like they're like, $200. Like, hot damn. Shoes are getting expensive. I searched up on the black cats, the black cats. Man, they want like $600, size 12. $600. I was like, damn. Should have gotten one. It was about $300. Should have got it. But other than that, shit. Styles, man. Y'all gotta get up on the styles, And for all my styles fanatics, right now what I'm wearing, I'm just wearing just regular because I ain't get my lineup done. So, if y'all still think I'm looking fly, thanks. But I'm just throwing on regular right now because I gotta get this lineup done. I gotta get the hair retwist again. Gotta look fresh for this photo shoot. And I'm gonna show some pictures, and like I said, shout out to Mike Hanspin. That's my guy. Shout out to him and all the photographers out there too, man. Gotta keep the style up. You know what I mean? One more topic before I get to versus final word. Everybody's talking about Tyreek Hill, so let's get into some news talk. All right. Everybody's talking about Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was on the ground being detained by the Miami Police Department, which to me is kind of strange because it's like this guy, he plays for the Miami Dolphins, and you have four police officers, have him on the ground, stretched out, like stomach flat on the ground, and like really just screaming at him, being highly aggressive, while why would you do that to the best player in Miami? Like, are you trying to cause a Super Bowl? And that's another thing too. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. K.DOT is going to perform at the Super Bowl. So I'm sorry. So you know what? I'm gonna talk about that for a few minutes before I even forget, because I look. I know for a fact that it's killing Drake's soul right now. It is hurting this man's soul. Oh man. He's like, yo, this kid's gonna come out with Not Like Us, and he's gonna get a Super Bowl halftime show. Oh no. That Not Like Us got this man a Super Bowl halftime show. I'm telling you, he might win a Grammy off that damn song too. If he wins a Grammy off that song, it's gonna be over. It's a rep for Drake, man. Like, that's gonna be the first ever diss song to win a Grammy. A first ever. Think about that. The first ever diss song in hip hop to win a Grammy. That song most likely might win a Grammy because they was playing it at the DNC for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. You know damn well they're not gonna play for the Republican side, so, but they play for the Democratic side. And in Paris too, you know, Steph Curry, I'm tired of the song. Even Steph Curry's tired of it. Like, I won't be surprised if he wins a Grammy off that song, which is well deserved because it's a good song. You know, it's one of them cookout songs. You feel me? It's one of them songs that you just put on out there on a cookout with your family and and then, you know, you out there just jamming with the family and stuff. It's a cookout song. You know, ain't nobody playing no Family Matters at no cookout. 3 different beats, you know, and, you know, they ain't gonna catch up to that. But anyway, yeah, so shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He's gonna be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Also too, Master P alluded, if y'all haven't heard, but Master P alluded that Lil Wayne should be part of Kendrick Lamar halftime show. Versus, I've been hearing some people saying that Lil Wayne should have his own Super Bowl halftime show, which I think that would have been dope because the people that Wayne would have brought out, and I will discuss Kendrick because, okay, well, let me get to Lil Wayne's first. Okay, if it was Lil Wayne's halftime performance show, let's think about it. He would have had Drake up there, Nicki Minaj. I think he still would have Tiger up there. That would have been dope. He would definitely would have had Kendrick up there. He would have probably Future up there. It would have been a really wild performance. SZA, who else that he fucks with? Chris Brown. I mean, there's a lot of people that fucks with Wayne. Yeah, you know, just by a thought of that, I think the NFL should have picked Lil Wayne, or what they should have done is merge Wayne and Kendrick. Just the same way Dr. Dre, you know, Dr. Dre brought out Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, of course K.DOT as well too, Kendrick. So it would be nice if, and it was another one with Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars had Beyonce out there one time, and then who else? Somebody else. It was somebody else. I can't remember. For some reason I'm thinking Lady Gaga, but I could be 100% wrong. I remember there was another one. Usher. He brought out Alicia Keys. He brought out Ludacris. He brought out Lil Jon. So, you know, Kendrick Lamar. He's first of all, he's a big Wayne's fan. Because I remember when Lil Wayne was talking about retiring, Kendrick was playing Wayne's song in the background. He was rapping over it. And then, you know, Kendrick was like, Lil Wayne, you can't quit, Lil Wayne, you can't quit. You know, so he's a big Lil Wayne's fan. And I think he will add Lil Wayne to the halftime show, which it will be huge. And even if so, who else would Kendrick Lamar bring? I think he will bring out J-Rock, you know, because that's his homie. He will bring out J-Rock. What he should do, Kendrick, Jesus, I wish people could share this clip right here. If Kendrick Lamar could do a tribute to Nipsey Hussle, and also to rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan too. He passed away. Fat Man Scoop. There was another artist too that passed away. I can't remember names. And I'm very sorry, but yeah, but you know, the reason I'm saying Nipsey Hussle because you know Kendrick's from the West, Nipsey's from the West. So, and I believe this Super Bowl will be in Vegas, so they're close to the West. So, I just hope that it will be nice if he would do a tribute for Nipsey Hussle at the Super Bowl, because if Nipsey was alive, you know, he would be part of that whole stage in the halftime show with Kendrick. So, you know, Nipsey, man, we love you, man. We miss you, man. Nipsey Hussle. So, it would be nice if he would do like a good tribute for Nipsey, or you know, just a little something for Nipsey, you know, and also too for Rich Homie Quan and all the artists that we have missed out. So, but I think Wayne would be a good partnership with Kendrick Lamar. Who else you think should be with Kendrick Lamar? If we say Lil Wayne, who else you guys think? You could comment on below. Who else? Just pick about. So let's get 5. We got Kendrick, obviously he's a top dog, and we got Lil Wayne. What's your other 3? Listen, let me think about my 3. So you know we got Kendrick, that's the guy. I will definitely pick Wayne at the Super Bowl. I think he would rip it. And who knows, he might get the next year's Super Bowl, but I know he will rip it. I would say if Wayne could get man, this is tough. I want to say Little Baby, because people really like Little Baby, and he could rock the stage. Who else Kendrick could get? Man, I know everybody's like, damn, Versa, why is it taking you so long? Because you know, I'm looking for heavy hitters, you know, and you know, all right. For instance, like for me, if I were to say like, oh yeah, Kendrick, Wayne, Eminem, Game, and Jadakiss, those to me, those are my quick 5. But problem is, no disrespect to the 3, is some of those 3 can't really rock the crowd like that. Besides Eminem, Jadakiss and Game is a bit difficult. You know, they're lyricless. Sorry if I'm mispronunciation on it, but rocking the crowd. Okay, hold on. You know what? How about this? Of course, Kendrick, Wayne, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, and damn, I'm gonna say Jay-Z. I want to say Jay-Z for the 5th, man, because with Jay-Z at the 5th, I think that would have been more powerful right there. I'm still trying to think like who could take that 5th spot from Jay-Z, who could replace Jay-Z. All right, so we got man. All right, so Kendrick, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne. Who could really rock the stage like that with Kendrick? Y'all gotta comment, man. Y'all gotta comment below, because right now those 4 right there, I feel like those are some heavy hitters. But this gonna be Eminem's like back to back. Wait, no, yeah, no, this is gonna be his 2nd Super Bowl halftime appearances, but not back to back, because Usher did the last year's Super Bowl. You know what? I got it. I got the 5th spot. Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent. Even though 50 Cent was also too at the halftime show with Dr. Dre and Eminem, but 50 Cent could really rock the crowd with some of his songs. And then if he brings out G-Unit, oh man, the Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, And I'm talking about the original G Unit. No disrespect to Young Buck, no disrespect to Game, but I'm talking about the original G Unit. 50, Lloyd Banks, and Tony Yayo. The original. But I think that right there, that would be a good heavy hitter. Even Master P said, Lil Wayne, Master P, I believe you should be on the list too. To tell you the truth, you bring out the no limit soldiers. Yo, that's the thing too. Why the NFL didn't even talk about bringing Master P up? What's wrong with the no? Oh, okay, I get it. Gotcha. See, because I don't think Vegas people will understand like some of Master P's, but Master P, man, yo, you could give him a chance, and even if you don't give him a Super Bowl halftime performance show, at least put him in with Kendrick Lamar. Yo, okay. Imagine TDE, YMCMB, No Limit, Death Row, and man, who else? Who else is it? Wu-Tang Clan. Oh man. Talking about a Super Bowl of a lifetime for hip hop. Yo, that bring out the Rockefeller too. Bring him out too. Anyway, but shout out to Kendrick Lamar again, and was very sorry to Tyreek Hill. He did an 80-yard touchdown, and his touchdown performance was putting his hands behind his back to let everybody know that I got arrested, but I still made a touchdown. So, man, you officers, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. And my boy Muhammad, shout out to my boy Muhammad. He's supposed to be on the podcast. He's supposed to be on last Monday, but I'm gonna get to Versus Final Word very soon on it. It was a family death, so I couldn't do it last week. But hopefully I'll have him in probably Monday or so, tomorrow. Or it is Monday, excuse me, but Monday. And talk about police brutality and stuff like that. And this is the example right here, part of police officers taking their own force in their own hands, not abiding by the law. And of course, our own president or any president will say, no one is above the law, and that's including you, Donald J. Trump. No one is above the law. Okay, nobody. And for those officers to do that to Tyreek Hill or for any civilians is just plain wrong, especially the hardworking people that's paying taxes so these officers could get paid. And my thought on that is like, why did you pull him over and did what you do? For what? Because he was driving a nice, beautiful car, something that you can't even afford? Is it that why? Is it because it's that he's Tyreek Hill? He plays in the NFL, the most popular, most highest grossing organization in sports history. That's why. And the most saddest part about it is that it happened in Miami, the team that Tyreek Hill plays for, and you're going to disrespect him like that in Miami, a place where he was traded from Kansas City to Miami. Still, he's there to do a job, and that's to take the Dolphins to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. And you officers is going to risk that? When that man was in Kansas City Chiefs, he was one of the greatest players on that field. And now you guys got one of the greatest players on that field. Excuse me. A Super Bowl champion on that field. And you officers are just going to just take that risk and just take advantage, abuse your power of authority. Sad. So sorry, Tyreek Hill, and anybody else that is going through police brutality. So Muhammad, my brother, if you are watching this, hearing this, we need you on the show so we could talk about this whole police brutality. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, normally I would do, can you feel it? But right now at this time, this is very hard to actually, feel and to take in, you know what I'm saying? So This is Versus Final Word. Versus Final Word, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said before, I couldn't do the podcast last week because I had a family death. My uncle passed away. So, he was like a father to me, and I was telling to my homegirl Kim. So she was like, how is he to you? Like what is he to you besides like an uncle? And I said, oh, he's definitely like a father figure. So yeah, he's gone. And I be telling people, it's like, listen, you gotta really love the people around you. Tell them that you love them. All this hate, anger, let it go when it comes to other people, especially around your circle, because if so, you could affect them, and you don't want to affect them because there's no need to. So love your family, so if my cousin's watching this, Sharon, Corey, Normal, I love you guys. Stay strong. My condolences. Just know that. Just tell him, Uncle Kelvin, that I love him. Tell him thank you for everything that he has done in my life, and I too shall share his stories with other people to keep his legacy alive, because that is what's best when it comes to someone that's passing on from this earth. We keep their legacy alive. If they got nothing to show, then we have something to show, and that is stories. So rest in peace, Uncle Calvin. I love you. Thank you. Until next time, sir. Until next time. Just keep things warm, but not too soon. He knows what that means. He used to sing his song, in church. I remember my Uncle Calvin singing songs in church. I like, it was crazy. I remember like I was driving, and for some reason I could see it clear as day. Me being in passenger side, my uncle driving, and he's driving like this, with the window down, his arm outside the window like this, and we'll pass by like a gas station, and he'll see somebody, he'll beep his horn, beep beep, and he'll go like this here, just wave like that, and as we driving back home. So yeah. And also too, again, we lost Fat Man Scoop, Rich Homie Quan. Again, I know there was this other artist too, he passed away. I can't remember his name. I'm very sorry. But again, my condolences, and I just want everybody to get healthy. Check on your doctors, make sure that, you're keeping yourself healthy. And on top of that, just love the people around you. Tell them you love them. I don't care if you hate them, just walk away with peace, because that's also showing love as well too. Let's spread that all around the world. Let's do that. Because there's war, there's hatred, there's violence that shouldn't even be happening, tragic violence, chaos. Because there's only one of us. Even though I mentioned about Michael Jackson, I was like, you can impersonate 50 Michael Jacksons. You can have one out of the 50 that looks 99.9% looks like Michael Jackson. Problem is, there's only one. Only one. Same thing like the Versa. When I'm gone from this earth, you could call yourself the Versa. You could dress like the Versa. You could talk like the Versa. But there's only one problem. There's only one. One Versa. And that's me. So, love the ones around you. Care for the ones around you. Respect the ones around you. And help heal the ones around you. That's right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. And that was hashtag TheVersaShow. And I thank you once again for viewing another spectacular episode. And you make sure that you do these 3 things. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, you should already know that if you are new to this channel, just make sure that you just subscribe now to the hashtag TheVersaShow channel. And I thank you very much. You keep listening to my singles. You keep listening to the Versa Island, and also to all the music artists out there. You make sure that you book your appointments to S5 Studio and Hit Bass Studios in Manhattan. So if you want your radio and streaming quality sounds, you book your appointments there. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching hashtag TheVersaShow. And you should already know what this is. It's the best podcast around. And I am the Versa. And I see you guys on another episode here on hashtag TheVersaShow. And I got to leave you with peace into the Middle East. Productions. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on hashtag TheVersaShow. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask to get my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram at TheVersa. And also too, can't forget to follow too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, hashtag TheVersaShow, the best podcast around.